So welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and I am a gorilla in the wrist. Today we're looking at a selection of AliExpress watches. But just a plea, if you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe and share. It really helps to keep the channel going. So first up today we have the snappily titled Seagull 819 Spot 95.6099. It's a 39mm Bauhaus inspired dress watch. It comes in a number of colours. I say it comes in a number of colours. The inner circle comes in a number of colours. There's a sort of pale green, a green and a very green. The prices change very slightly between them. But they're coming in around the £70 mark. This watch comes on what looks like a fairly decent leather strap and is pretty well reviewed actually. It appears that the average score is 4.9, which is pretty decent. And when you look at the individual ratings, there's very little there to be concerned about. One person rating 3, but apart from that, sort of really well received. So this would be the second Seagull watch I've had to look at. Just a really nice design. It's very simple with that small second hands at 39mm and only 10.5mm thick. It wears really very, very reasonable for an automatic watch. Comes with a sapphire crystal. The water resistance is fairly limited, but that's not unreasonable given that this is a dress watch. I think my experience of getting hands-on with the Seagull brand fairly recently is that actually they make decent watches. Straps aren't always the best, to be absolutely honest. But this one comes with a display case back, a nice sapphire crystal. The movement looks beautiful as well. Very, very interesting looking watch, I have to say. And, you know, they can say dress watches are a little bit like hats. You can never have too many. So this is my first pick. I think for me, this is one of those ones that I think it's always useful to have one in your watch box. I kind of like that simplistic Bauhaus design, and therefore this is one that I would give serious consideration. I may well wait until the next sale to see what prices you can get from those, but I do really like this one. So next up we've got this Addison AD2037, which is coming in at just over 40 quid. It's a dressy vintage inspired chrono, 38mm, comes in 3 different colours. Comes with this black dial on a very dark strap and then a salmon with a tan strap, and also a black dial with the tan strap as well. Very, very nice looking, very classy looking, very flat crown on it. Fascinating. But coming in at around £42. It's been well reviewed, well received. It houses the VK46 movement, has a lug-to-lug of 46mm, and therefore this one is going to wear really well on sort of small and medium-sized wrists. It's not too big. It's only 12.8mm thick. The one downside to this watch is that it doesn't have sapphire crystal. It has mineral crystal. But actually, for a vintage-inspired watch, I'm less worried about that. For me, I like the style of this. And a bit like Baltony watches, you're kind of willing to forgive quite a lot. But really nice looking. Really good specifications. So the crown size, the crown is quite big on this one, which I really, really like. It's just a good looking watch at this sort of price. And Addies dive watches we know do have a certain level of quality. I'm not sure if that Addies dive emblem really belongs on a classy dress watch, but who cares? When the watches look this good, I think we can normally forgive quite a lot. Let's say this one comes in a number of different colour variants. Hardware all looks good. Something to be said, it's certainly one to think about. So next up we have this Steelfly SF745. This is a quartz VH31 movement. really reminds me of the Tandorio with the Identity Crisis. I like these. They've got a very small case, so these are only 36mm. Very compact lugs though, and that massive oversized onion crowd, I think, is just absolutely fantastic. People have been very happy with this one. And again, I think it's worth sort of reflecting. This has got sapphire crystal. It has seriously good loom. I mean, properly seriously good loom. We're going to come to a shot of that in a minute. But a very good, stylish looking watch. You always suspect when you're looking at watches at this sort of size, the sort of 36mm, that they're going to be a struggle. But I genuinely found when I looked at the Tandorio version, that wasn't a problem at all. Actually, they wear really, really well. And the specs are really good for the money too. So again, Steelfly, I suspect I might have recommended this one for, still haven't quite got around to buying it. But we will look to get one in the 11/11 sale. Just really nice. Comes on a couple of different versions. So one has this NATO style strap and one has a really nice tan leather strap. But certainly one I'll be picking up over the next couple of months. So next up we have the Pagani Design PD1707. This is a 39mm chrono in PRX stroke Nautilus type homage. Comes with a VK63 movement. Comes in 3 different colours, so it comes in silver, blue and black. I think it's the blue one that I like the most. Now, I have had hands on with these. They are very, very good for the money. And the spec is particularly good. So you have the sapphire crystal as the VK63 movement. It's 46mm lug to lug, so wears well. The only thing I would say is if you've got bigger wrists, the fixed first end link means that it just doesn't sit quite well right on your wrist as you would normally expect. But that's only if you've got gorilla size wrists like me. Apart from that, this is a really, really nice watch. Really cool integrated bracelet. The loom is up to Pagani's usual standard, but everything else about this watch is absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed this one. It's one of those watches that just looks brilliant, wears well. It's even got a decent butterfly clasp, and I absolutely hate butterfly clasps. But in terms of what you get for your money, 100 meters of water resistance, solid Seiko VK63 movement, screw down crown, screw down case back, really good chrono features. It's an all-rounder, a really good all-rounder. One of those watches that I think, again, everyone should probably have one of these in their collection. I really, really like it. And I've had a couple of the colours as well now. Just got something about it. So this is my final watch. This is the Addison 8232M Diver, coming in at just under 50 quid. I'm going to I have a bit of an issue with this one. I'll get to it at the end. But I thought it would be only fair to share this one with you. So this one comes in 3 different colours. It comes in a black dialed version. It also comes in a white dialed version with those really nice green indices. And there is a bright orange version of it as well, which I think is really nice. I think colours are really, really good. A particularly smart looking watch for the price. It's a 40mm dial width, has 46mm lug to lug. It's very well reviewed, actually. A lot of love for this on AliExpress. 12mm thick. It comes with all the good stuff you'd expect from Addison. Sapphire crystal NH35 movement. 100 meters of water resistance, bit tight for a proper diver, but hey, let's let that one go. 100 meters is perfectly good for getting wet, unless you're a serious diver. It's not going to make a huge amount of difference going up to 200. Seems to have pretty decent loom as well. But the problem, let's talk about the problem. So I have a bit of an issue, and this is going to sound hugely hypocritical, so bear with me. I have a problem with homages of what I tend to think of as budget micro brand watches. I saw an homage, I can't remember who it was, but somebody did an homage of the watermelon watch, and I really, really found it a bit irritating. I think homaging a watch from a massive Swiss luxury watch company may be perfectly fine. But on this one, that's a little bit different. And for those who aren't aware, this is it's a decent homage to a Helm Kuraburi, which is a lovely watch, and I have a lot of time for Helm. I have two in my own collection. So this is one for your own judgment, I think. I'm just putting it out there.